Howdy folks, Jody Marler with Fishcamp Custom, and today I want to take you through the process of acid etching concrete floors as they transition into our reclaimed floors. We got Jeff here that has been in charge of the acid staining. So Jeff, where are we at now?
So we finished acid staining the floor, neutralized it. Now, after letting it dry overnight, we've got 2 coats of sealer on it. We've let that dry. We're grouting the control joints in the concrete floor here. And once we're all dry after this, we will put a final coat of sealer on the floor.
We just pulled up the floor covering a couple days ago, and I think it looks awesome. What do you think?
Still looks good to me. All right, so this floor, this house is a remodel. The floor has had these 4 feet by 4 feet tiles, but it's poured concrete that was dyed and had tooling lines on the 4 feet by 4 feet. We then acid etched the concrete, and then we cleaned it and we dyed it and we neutralized it and then we sealed it. Before we actually sealed it, we did grout all the joints that were never previously grouted. This is the end product and the client's really happy and we all think it looks good. So happy to see that it didn't get damaged during the building process, which is always something you're crossing your fingers about.
The existing floors had radiant heat running through them, which is basically heated water running through the concrete. Also, these floors had a color added when they originally built this house. Both of them are the same color acid, but one of them had a color in it initially, and the other was just raw concrete. We had to do a lot of samples with different color acids to get to ultimately the final color. So we did probably 6 different color samples, and we knew we wanted an amber of some sort. So ultimately they love what we finally got. These are a mix of red and white oak floors from a supplier from Wisconsin that we met at the Builder Show in Las Vegas last year, or actually still this year. Super happy with this. As you see, they come pre-finished, and they're solid 3/4 inch floor, and you see that little bevel on the edges of each of these boards, and it's a nice subtle detail on it, and it just gives a lot to these floors. Being a rustic home like this, you have a little bit of unevenness, and I like that in these homes. In a contemporary home, maybe it wouldn't work as well. In here, all these different textures, all these different pieces coming together really looks good together. Again, this is a remodel, so when we inherited everything that was existing, we knew we were bumping this space out. There was a full wall here with windows. So when we removed that wall, we didn't know what we would be left with here. And it was actually the previous builder who did this, 15, 20 years ago, actually tooled the floors, so it actually worked out really good. So you have this finish edge of the floor, and then we just basically built off of that, so we have pretty much a seamless floor between the two. We didn't want to pour another slab because we would never be able to match this, since they had that putty color in their concrete when they initially poured this. We didn't know the ratio they used, and the client really wanted to get away from that color anyways. This is just such a great space. Super happy with how everything came out in the end. In fact, my wife just said the other day, you know that house that you guys just finished, that dining room, why don't we do that here? So we may be doing this at our house. Hey you guys, to see more videos on the Yellowstone River house, check out our playlist. We appreciate you guys taking the time and watching these videos, and would love to hear from you. We'd also love it if you subscribed. Thanks a lot, and click that subscribe button.